Hold on, Queens. I've got a message for you. This is the legal stuff. You know, the stuff the lawyers say I must tell you. So remember, this broadcast is presented solely for educational and entertainment purposes. I am just your friend. I am not a licensed therapist, and this broadcast is not intended as a substitute for the advice of a physician, professional coach, psychotherapist, or other qualified professional. Got it? Great. Welcome, Sister Queens. Welcome, welcome. Come on in, ladies. Come on in. Baby, when I tell you this new StreamYard and Facebook matching stuff is woo, baby. But that's all right. We are here. We are here. So come on in, ladies. Come on in. I'm going to give you a few seconds for some people to join us. Ladies, let me know that you can hear me well, please. Just give me some thumbs up, some hearts, so we'll know you're here and that you can hear us well. So I'll give us a few seconds for some ladies to join us, and then we'll go ahead and get started because we have a magnificent guest tonight, and I can't wait for you to meet her. So, ladies, can you hear me? Everything good? Let me get some hearts, some thumbs up so that I can know that you can hear me well. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And please share, 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 share to your pages and ask others to share as well. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Thank you. All right, we are going to go ahead and get started. Again, I just want to thank you so very much for joining me for our second episode in our 2025 Women's History Month of Let's Talk. I am just so honored that you would take time out of your busy schedules to join us. And again, let me see who I have on that has joined us. Okay. Hey, Timothy. You said you can hear me. Hi, Betty. Hi, Betty. Hey, Monica. Hey, Monica. How you doing? Let's see who else we have here. Let's see who else we have on that has joined us. Hey, ladies. Hey, 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 hey. Thank you so very much for joining us. Again, I want you to tag, and share, share, share so that other people can be a part of our second episode of Let's Talk. Okay, first, let's take care of some housekeeping. Don't forget, we'll be giving away 2 prizes during tonight's show. We'll be giving away 2 $25 Visa cards, but remember, you must be present to win. However, in order for your name to be entered into the drawing, you must type hashtag FIT. That's hashtag fit in the comments for your entry to be calculated. Remember, hashtag fit. Again, this allows you to enter the drawing. Secondly, Sister Queens, thank you so much. We are celebrating 2 years of sisterhood. We are dedicated to empowering, uplifting, and inspiring women to embrace their full potential. We strive to create a supportive community where every queen is encouraged to shine, overcome challenges, and step into their greatness, knowing that together we rise, thrive, and transform the world through strength, unity, and unstoppable confidence. Thirdly, ladies, in honor of our second anniversary, we're coming together to give back and make a meaningful impact. This year, we will be hosting a day of service at Grace House Ministries, where we'll be giving hope and love to the incredible girls in foster care. Our goal was to raise $5,000 in much needed products to support these girls and provide them with the essentials they need to thrive. Thanks to you, our amazing sister queens, not only will we meet that goal, we will surpass that goal. Remember, ladies, the deadline to donate is March 20th. So donate, donate, donate. Every little bit counts. And then on March 22nd, we'll deliver all of the donated products to Grace House Ministries and spend time with the girls, sharing a meal, creating vision boards, and inspiring them to dream big and envision their futures. Ladies, let's make this anniversary celebration one that leaves a lasting impact. Your generosity can bring hope, encouragement, and empowerment to these girls in foster care. Lastly, to the nearly 4,700 sister queens who have joined our movement of positivity, I want to express my deepest gratitude for your incredible support and dedication. Your presence brings so much light and joy to our community, and your commitment to spreading positivity is truly inspiring. Together, we are creating a powerful ripple effect of kindness and empowerment. Thank you for being an integral part of this journey towards a better, more uplifting world. Okay, ladies, now that we've gotten all that out of the way, let's get started. Sister Queens, let me tell you a little bit about Yawana. Yawana Watley is a fitness coach, personal trainer, and entrepreneur dedicated to helping women over 50 reclaim their bodies, balance their hormones, and build confidence through simple, effective wellness strategies. With a deep understanding of the unique challenges that come with menopause and aging, she empowers women to reshape their bodies and revitalize their energy with sustainable nutrition and strength training. Through personalized coaching, accountability, and a proven plan, she helps women break through the frustrations of midlife changes and feel strong, vibrant, and in control of their health again. Her approach isn't about quick fixes. It's about lasting transformation, self-care, and stepping into the strongest, most confident version of yourself. Passionate about inspiring others to create the life they truly want, Yawana also shares her journey of prioritized health, self-care, and financial independence, especially for those who may not have had wealth modeled for them. She believes wellness is a powerful way to reclaim control and show what's possible at any stage of life. When she's not coaching or creating content that motivates her community, Yawana is enjoying 36 years of marriage, staying active, and enjoying life to the fullest. Connect with her on Instagram at Yawana_get_fit to learn more about how she's helping women over 50 feel seen, strong, and confident in their bodies again, and to join her wellness community. So join us, Sister Queens, in extending a warm welcome to Yawana Watley as she joins Let's Talk. Hi, Yawana. Hello. Hello, Yawana. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am doing good. Just trying to make sure everything is running smoothly. Ladies, if you can see this on our Sister Queens page, please let me know because we've had to share it to that. With the new StreamYard, we're not able to go directly to Sister Queens. We have to share it from my page, or well, broadcast it from my personal page and then share it over to Sister Queens. So, ladies, can you let me know that you can see everything so that we can make sure you're able to view the event, please? Just let me know about that so that I can make sure that everything is running smoothly. Okay, because I can't see any comments or anything. So, ladies, if you can let me know, I'd greatly appreciate it. Mm. Okay, good, good. So you can hear me, ladies. You can see me. All right, baby, we're going to roll with it. Okay. Ladies, if you're just joining us, I want to welcome you to the second episode in our Women's History Month series with our guest, Yawana Watley. We're going to welcome Queen Yawana by sending out hearts. Send her some hearts. Let's send Yawana some hearts, ladies. Send her some hearts. We are so honored to have you as our guest on Let's Talk. Show her some love, ladies. Show her some love. Show her some love, ladies. Yawana agreed to be a part of this Women's History Month series without hesitation. And for that, I am just so very grateful. So we're going to just go ahead and get right to it. Okay, Yawana, I have several questions for you. First of all, ladies, if you don't see this fine, healthy woman, I tell you the truth. Oh my goodness, hey, she makes me want to go out and exercise because she looks so amazing. Yawana, can you, first of all, do you mind telling us your age before we even get started?
Okay, I am 61. Could you hear?
Wow. Now she is 61 years old and look at that body. I tell you, look at that body. She is 1 years old. Ladies, let's give her some more hearts. I tell you, and thank her. Look at her. Oh my goodness. She is 61 years old. Lord. Hey, I am 62 and I am on, hey, I'm trying to get where you are. And not only that, I wanted you to show them, like I told you earlier, I wanted you to show them that you are sitting on a ball. Can you show them the ball
Oh,
that you're sitting on? Look, I'm sitting in a chair. She's sitting on a ball. Ladies, oh my
what
goodness. This is amazing. Oh,
it,
and show
it,
them
it,
your gym, your home gym. Everything is so neat and organized and together.
so this has been a labor of love. So my husband knew that I wanted to have, you know, my home gym because needless, I mean, most people think that just because you see me working out that I just love working out. But I also can procrastinate and can find reasons not to work out. So by moving it into my house, that kind of eliminates that. Now I have no
Oh,
excuse. So could
you
you say
absolutely have you absolutely have no excuse. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get to our first question.
okay.
Kiwana, we are going to start with your journey. What inspired you to start your fitness and wellness journey? And how did that lead to creating a business dedicated to helping women reclaim their bodies?
Okay. So I'm gonna take you back kind of to the very beginning. So I grew up in a home where there was obesity and
Mhm.
all through my family. And so the thing that I always saw was women always talking about dieting, but it wasn't in a way that was healthy. It was always more like not being happy with self. And so, even as a little child, I remember always being fearful about being overweight. And so I
Mhm.
would do all kinds of things to make sure that I stayed thin. Part of it was getting active in different kinds of sports. So I played volleyball and softball and all of those things. But I had a very unhealthy way of looking at food. So food was just something that you put in your body, just because, you got to eat breakfast, you got to eat lunch and everything. It wasn't about nourishing my body. And so I would do
Mhm.
whatever was necessary to stay thin. So I would eat a very little amount of food to make sure that I could eat dessert and stay thin. So I grew up that way, and still with that fear of not, fear of being overweight. And so it was like I kept that until one day it was like something just, and I knew it was the Holy Spirit, just said, like, this is something that you need to help educate other people about. And I saw other people that were my age that were dying
Mhm.
from, from lifestyle diseases. And I said, okay, Lord, I don't know what to do except I'm just going to take one step, which is kind of what I talk to all of my clients about. It's like taking one step, the step that you know. And it's like I don't know anything, but if I become a personal trainer, that will be step one. So in my 50s, I took that first step and I became a personal trainer. I still didn't know a whole lot about really caring for my body. And I started exercising, but I didn't couple that with the eating well. And I was exhausted. And I said, how am I going to be able to help other people to have a good relationship if I don't? And so I just went on that journey for myself. And I began to eat well and nourish my body. And my body now looks better in my 60s than it did in my 40s.
Wow. Wow. And when you say eat well, so did you just have to go about changing your eating habits and make them more healthier, or were you already eating healthy and you had to add to it?
No, I had to really change the way that I ate. I did not eat vegetables. And so, I had to begin to,
You did not?
mm-mm, no, it's a wonder that I have
Oh.
teeth because I ate so poorly. But, I began
Mhm.
doing a little bit at a time. Um, I think it can get overwhelming if you think that you have to uproot everything that you have been doing. It just takes one step, like you do one thing. So if it's that you drink sodas every day, you can do one thing by saying, I'm going to exchange this soda for water. And so that was what I began.
Mhm. Mhm.
Began eating healthier whole foods. And what I realized is once I began doing that, my body craved those foods. And I can tell when I put junk in it because I began feeling those same exhausted feelings that I did when I
Mhm.
didn't eat well. So I think more about nourishment. Your body is the expression of what you have put in it. So if you aren't happy with what you're seeing, check
Mhm.
what you're putting in it because that's why you are seeing that. is that you aren't putting things in it that it can reflect.
Oh, wow. Now that is so good to know. And we're going to come back to some of those healthy eating habits and things that you should put in your body. But my next question is we're going to go to the mindset and self-care because that mindset is everything. It's like if you can get that first step. Like with me, I'm always going to do it on a Monday or
Yeah.
at the beginning of the next month. So, like now, I've already missed January, February, March. So now my next thing is to start in April. So it's that
Okay.
mindset that you have to have. And my question is many women struggle with body image and self confidence. How do you help your clients shift their mindset, like we were just saying, to prioritize this self care and embrace their bodies at every stage?
So, one of the first things that I do is I tell them that self care is not selfish. So, a lot of the clients that come to me have been so accustomed to taking care of everybody else, and they
Mhm.
prioritize everybody else's needs. You got to get the kids to different places, you got to take care of the husband, you've got to do your job, and not prioritizing self. And so I start talking about making yourself a priority, because if you can pour into yourself, you have more to be able to pour into others. The next thing that I talk about is focusing on progress, not perfection. Perfection
Mhm.
will stop you from doing those things. Just like you were saying, Monday is a great time to start. I love
Mhm.
a Monday start. However, there are things that you can do today. Maybe make your big start on Monday, but make your little start tomorrow, or start right now instead of tomorrow. Start with, what can I do right now? Is it that I can turn my TV off a little bit earlier so that I can
Mhm.
sleep? So it's all of those little things that you can do, making it progress, not perfection. And then the other thing that I tell people is that it's not too late. Sometimes people think that, okay, I'm 60 years old, so it's too late for me to get started with a health journey. Well, as long as you are on this side of the earth, then it's not
Amen.
too late. As long as you're walking on this side and you're not 6 feet under, you can do something.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that. As long as you're on this side, you can always do something, always do something. And I like how you put that, as well, just getting that into your mindset to go ahead and do it. Now, with you, was it an easy journey or, did you as well have to say, okay, I've got to do this today. I'm going to get up. I don't care how hard it is. I'm going to get up. I'm going to make it happen. Did you do that?
Well, I did kind of put a stake in the ground, and I said
Mhm.
I wanted to make this more of a lifestyle and not something that I was starting and stopping. And so, one of the things that I did is I found someone who was a little bit further along in their journey. And I said, I'm
Mhm.
just going to attach myself to this person. And I made her my accountability buddy. And so that is also something that I talk to my clients about, is being a part of a community. I have a community of women that we are all on a journey, all at different stages of the journey, but making sure that you surround yourself with people that are going to encourage you to keep moving forward. I also had to move obstacles out of my way. So getting up early in the morning was not something that I enjoyed doing, but it was the only time that I knew if I wanted this to happen,
Mm-hmm.
nobody else needed me first thing in the morning. So I took all of the obstacles out of the way. My clothes are all laid out. Everything's matching, sitting on my countertop. So when I wake up in the morning, it's all ready. I also have my water ready. Everything is all prepared. And I also made sure that the buddy that I had is not the buddy that's going to say, "Oh, I didn't feel like working out either. So let's just call it the day." No, this person said, "You better get your butt up and get
Yeah.
downstairs." So that's the person that you need to have in your corner.
Absolutely. And I love that accountability part. I think you even can do better when you have that accountability partner that can, just keep you motivated and keep you going. So let me ask our guests that we have on. Ladies, do you have any questions? And what is your hardest obstacle in getting started with getting that body the way you want it and eating healthy? What are some of the things that you struggle with? And then maybe Joanna can tell us some ways that we can overcome that. So, ladies, post those in our comments and we'll come back to those and answer some questions, because I know if you're anything like me, it's hard to get up in the morning to go exercise early. Then later in the afternoon, after you've already cooked, cleaned, washed, taken care of the kids, and gotten off work, you don't want to do it then either. So post in there some of your questions that you may have for Joanna and how she may be able to help you prioritize your self-care and embrace your body. So type that in the comments and we'll come back to those. But in the meantime, it's time for a giveaway. It's time for a giveaway. It's time for a giveaway. So, ladies, what I need you to do is type hashtag fit. Hashtag fit, FIT, hashtag fit in the comments. Hashtag fit. I'm going to give you a moment to put that in there. Hashtag fit. Hashtag fit. And you can be the winner of a $25 gift card. So let's see who we have that's doing that hashtag fit. Hashtag fit, ladies. Let's put that in the comments. I'll give you a second to get those in, and then we'll let StreamYard calculate those. Remember, ladies, it's hashtag fit in the comments. Thank you, Betty. Thank you, Hazel. Thank you, Denise. Thank you. Oh, Andrea, you say you have issues staying motivated. I do too. I absolutely do too. Thank you, Kay, for putting hashtag fit in. Okay, ladies. Do we have anyone else that's going to put hashtag fit in? Hashtag FIT. Hashtag fit. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Tori. Thank you, Andrea. Okay, we're going to go ahead and let StreamYard pick our lucky winner. Let's give it a second, ladies. And thank you so much. While it's doing that, thank you so much for bearing with us again through technical difficulties. We're going to get this StreamYard thing down and it's going to be perfect, which it already is because we have Joanna. So it's already perfect. All right. It has given us back a name, and the name of our winner for our $25 gift card is Betty Hopkins. Betty Hopkins, you are the winner of our first $25 gift card. Yay, Yay, Betty. Yay. And what I need you to do is just send me your contact information and we will get that sent off to you. And we found that the vendor that we're using to get the cars off, it takes 7 to 9 business days. So if you haven't received it after then, please let us know so we can contact them. So again, send me your contact information. That's your full name and address with city, state, and zip. And we'll go ahead and get that $25 gift card sent off to you. Yay. Thank you, Betty. All right. We're back, Yawana. And now we're to breaking myths. Okay, breaking myths. There are so many misconceptions about fitness and weight loss for women. What are some of the biggest myths that you want to encounter, and how do us women help navigate them?
One of the probably the biggest one that I hear a lot is I don't want to lift weights because it's going to make me bulky. And first of all, we don't have the genetic makeup as women to really get bulky. When you see women that have these big, big hulking muscles and they look like men, they have done something to actually get that way. It takes
Mm-hmm.
lots of supplements.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll say that it takes steroids and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But lifting is really good for women, especially as we get older. It helps with our metabolism. It helps with bone density. And those are things that are going to help us to age gracefully. Another myth that I come in contact with is people thinking that they have to eat less to be able to lose weight. And so if you're trying to lose weight, you do need to eat in a calorie deficit, but you need to know what that deficit is. You have to have a certain amount of calories for your body to be able to perform its normal functions, like your brain to function, your heart to pump, your lungs to function. If you are eating too low in the calorie range, your body has no other option but to eat up your muscle so that you can live. And so what it will do is it will begin to convert your muscles to fat, which also makes it more difficult for you to lose weight. So you need to know the proper amount of calories to eat and then eat a little bit below that so that you are able to lose weight healthily and also not quickly. Anytime that you're losing more than a half a pound to 1 pound a week, if you're losing more
Mm-hmm.
than that is too much weight. And
Now, let me ask you this. How do you know what your a great caloric intake is? Like, just say my doctor told me 1,200 calories a day was a good caloric intake for me. How do you find out what your caloric intake should be for a healthy weight?
so it's not just about your weight, it's about your
Mm-hmm.
activity level also. So if
Okay.
you are a very active person, excuse me, if you're very active, you've got to eat to be
Mm-hmm.
able to maintain your body the way that you want it to be. So when I have a client that comes in, I have a couple of quizzes that they take. One is a carb tolerance test, and that lets me know if they can tolerate like starchy carbs. And
Mm-hmm.
surprisingly enough, a lot of people cannot. And so when your body cannot tolerate that, you begin to become insulin resistant. Okay.
Okay.
So that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, and I was going to ask you about that, but
Yeah,
go ahead with what you
yeah,
were saying.
we're not going to talk about that because that'll get into too much. But the other quiz is a macro type. And
Hmm.
so everybody has a particular macro type. Some people are fat fueled, some people are protein fueled, and it's something that God put in your body. But asking certain questions on that quiz will uncover what your macro type is. And those two things combined will help me to determine how many calories you need. Now, the other part of it is, are you sedentary? If you are not going to exercise, then of course you don't need as many calories as someone who works out 7 days a week. You also, like a person that works out 7 days a
Right.
week, like I work out 7 days a week, but I don't work out 7 hard days a week. So a couple of the days are my recovery days. And so on those days, I eat lower calories so that I stay in a healthy calorie range.
Let me ask you this. You were talking about working out 7 days a week. Are there
Mhm.
different exercises that you should do on different days to just, I guess, help with your metabolism and how your body is transforming? I mean, do you do everything the same every day, or how does that work for you?
No, you need to have a balance of and that's why it's
Okay.
good with a coach, because you want to have a balance so that you don't just focus on what you think are your problem areas. Most people
Hmm.
they'll look in the mirror and they're like, I don't like the way that my stomach looks. And so the next thing that they're doing is they want to do all these crunches. Well, you have to
Hmm.
couple all of the things that you do first with good nutrition, with hydration, and also doing full body exercises. So you want to work every part of your body so that the whole thing shapes at the same time, if that makes sense.
It
So
does. It
it's
does.
possible to spot train. Your body is going to release fat from the places that you store fat. So if you store fat in your butt, it will begin to release as you begin to do those things that are, going to allow your body to release the weight, which is eating proper nutrition, proper hydration,
Mhm.
proper rest, proper exercise.
Okay, when you said proper nutrition, again, is it just what you're eating or a certain amount of calories? Or, like you said, you'll just get with the person and talk to them and let them know what you think their, I guess, caloric intake should be for their body weight and their type and what they're trying to accomplish.
Yes, basically, if you're working closely with me. But if you are a person that you want to get started, the thing that you want to do is make sure you're focusing on eating whole foods. And
Okay.
when I say whole foods, foods that are closer to their natural state. So an apple versus applesauce. So you want to eat the apple. The apple it's got fiber, it's got pectin, it's got all of this good stuff in it that your body needs. Also, when you're eating foods that are more in their natural state, your body has to break it down. So instead of it being processed, like applesauce is processed.
Hmm.
So body doesn't have to do a whole lot of work for it to use that nutrition. The apple, on the other hand, your body has got to break that down. So now energy is required. So you're actually burning calories by eating more whole foods. So I probably got off because I get off on a tangent when you start talking about food and stuff like that.
That
I'm,
is no problem at all. You
I'm
You
a nerd.
actually answered my question. Now, when it comes to water, there is, they always tell you a certain amount of water to drink. What do you recommend when it comes to water?
Okay, I recommend half your body weight in ounces.
Okay, half your
So,
body weight in water.
so if you weigh 150 pounds, 75 ounces of water. But now, most people don't get that much water. Start with the
Mhm.
basics. Try and get the 64 ounces, which is a half a gallon of water. Try and get that in, and then begin to, add a little bit to what you're taking in each day to get to the half your body weight.
Now
If
when
we're
we're drink Go ahead, I'm
Mhm.
sorry.
I was gonna tell you, when you're drinking that much water, you don't
Mhm.
really have to worry as much about overeating, because you're going to, one, be running to the bathroom a lot, and a
Yes.
little bit fuller, so you'll 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 feel better. You'll eliminate all of that. So
Now I was gonna ask you, they tell you you drink water before you eat, and it helps you to not eat as much. Is that correct?
it is. It is.
Okay, so you do
So
recommend that?
I do.
Mhm.
About 16 ounces. And if you're eating 3 times a day and you're drinking the 16 ounces, you've already gotten 48 ounces in, you know, within the day. And then you've just got to balance those other, however much you need for your body. You can balance that out throughout the rest of the day.
Okay, now what are some, drinks that we should stay away from as far as, putting on calories, like the sugary drinks, sodas? What are sometimes we think are healthy? We know the sodas aren't, that's a given. But when it comes to juices, what are juices that we really kinda should not really have that much of or steer clear of because it is, like, high in sugar and high in calories? What are some of those?
Well, juice, period. It would be it would
Any
be
juice?
better. Yes, it would be better for you to eat the fruit than it would be for you to drink the juice. Just like I was saying, the juice is already broken down for you, so your body doesn't have to do very much to process it. I'm gonna tell you something else that most people think is good, and that's diet sodas. Those are
Mhm,
probably the worst thing, because your body, when you put the diet soda in your mouth, your brain says, okay, that's something sweet, and so it signals for your body to release the insulin, but you didn't actually put sugar in your body, and so now you've got excess insulin released into your body that it doesn't know what to do with it. So it would be best for you not to drink those diet sodas.
okay, yeah, I don't like the aftertaste of a diet soda anyway, but I love juices, cranberry juice, orange juice, pineapple
Yeah,
juice.
but
I love those juices.
but if you like those, a little bit, things in
Mhm,
moderation, don't let that be like, I mean, it's almost like a meal. Which would
mhm.
you rather, to drink a glass of juice that may have 100 calories, or would you like to eat something that's 100 calories? Something that's good for you.
Now, I totally agree with that. Those are, what they call them, wasted calories, when you could have
Yes.
had something really good to eat and you drank it.
Yeah.
Like a
But
margarita. Instead of a
yeah,
margarita, I could have
margarita,
had some orange juice.
everybody's gotta have a good margarita every now and then, but every in moderation. I like a good I like a good margarita, but I'm
Me
gonna eat
too.
food along with that.
Right. Okay, I'm going to go to our next question.
Okay.
Okay, now let's discuss balancing it all. As an entrepreneur, coach, wife, how do you balance your own health and wellness while still running a business and supporting others?
Well, I practice what I preach. So I always talk about, prioritizing self. So you need to make sure that you are getting, nutrition, exercise, you're keeping that mindset strong, getting proper rest. So I do all of those things and I try to prioritize myself first. So, first thing in the
Mhm,
morning, like I was talking about before, I try to do things early in the morning before anybody else needs me. Nobody needs me at 5 o'clock in the morning. So that is why I shifted a lot of what I do to that early in the morning. And
mhm,
I've gotten a lot of those important tasks out of the way. I also do some of my business tasks early in the morning, things where
mhm,
I'm not having to talk to people, whether it's posting on social media. I do those things early in the morning so that I can keep things balanced. I also like to use what's called a time blocker. And what I do is I write down all of the things that I need to get accomplished in the day. And then I
mhm.
go back and I write down all of those things that are like set in stone or non-negotiables, meetings that I have, um, things that I have to do for my husband or for my home. I put all of those in the calendar and then I can go back and those things that the other things that need to get done, then I can go back and I can see where I can put those other things into my calendar for the day. And
You
that's
I
how
mean, you are very detailed, very organized. I love that. And
I
you're a great content creator as well. I mean, check her out, ladies, on Facebook as well. I mean, she is a magnificent content creator. Her videos are wonderful. So, and they give you all kinds of tips and ideas. So, definitely check her out on Facebook. She has some just wonderful content. Now, when do you find time to do your content?
I wish that I could say that I was more planned as far as that was concerned, but a lot of
Mhm.
times it's on the fly like this. So, in between doing different things. I do try and set a time also first thing in the morning to go ahead and get some content in. I'm getting better with that because, as a, excuse me, as a person kind of late into the social media thing, I'm not like the teenagers. They can create content on the fly. It does take me a little bit of
Mhm.
it. So I sit down and try and think about, what does a person that is, maybe who I was 20 years ago, what would I need to have told myself 20 years ago to get me to where I am now? So that's kind of how I go about creating my content.
And you do a magnificent job at it. Magnificent job. Now, my
Okay.
last question for you are some we're going to talk about words of encouragement for our ladies. So, for ladies who feel stuck or unmotivated or overwhelmed by their fitness journey, what's one piece of advice you'd give to help them take that first step toward reclaiming their health?
I would say start small, but start.
Oh, I love that. I
So
love that. Did you hear that, lady? Start small, but start. Now, give us an example of that.
So just like we were talking about the juice, okay? So
Mhm.
I drink 2 glasses of juice every day. So instead of drinking 2 glasses, I'm gonna have 1 glass of juice and 1 bottle of water. That's starting small.
Mm-hmm.
Other thing that you can do is, if exercise is something that you're challenged with, think of little ways that you can get movement in. I call it exercise snacks.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a job where you sit a lot. Um, think of how you can get some squats in. You get ready to sit down. I can get 10 squats in before I actually sit down to do whatever it is I'm doing on the computer. Or I can do push ups on my desk. So there are always little things that you can do, or take a mental break and get a 5-minute walk in. So little things, start small, but just start.
I love that. Start small, but just start. I've got to tell myself that daily. Start.
You,
Hey, I just got
you
to tell myself to start.
is your accountability buddy.
Yes, you are. Yeah, I am charging you to be my accountability buddy because I don't have one. I must say, my husband brings the snacks, so he's not my accountability buddy. He's bringing the cookies and the chocolate covered raisins, and so he is not my accountability buddy. So, Joanna, you are now my
I need to
accountability
talk
buddy.
to him.
Yeah, we're gonna talk to him offline. Okay, but I definitely need to start with that. What other, even though I said one piece of advice, what other piece of advice would you give to help us ladies uh take that step toward reclaiming our health, because it is not easy. And I love the fact that you are helping women, you help all ladies, but especially the women that are over 50, because then we're menopausal. I mean, it's harder to get the weight off. I mean, it's just not the same as it was. I could eat anything I wanted in my 20s and 30s, and even the beginning of my 40s. But baby, when I turned 50 and forward, it's just, if I just think about it, it puts on the pounds. So, so what other piece of advice could you give us to help reclaim our health and get our bodies back?
Okay, so I would say that, first of all, your worth is not tied to that number on the scale or the size in your clothes. You have to, first love your body where it is, but also stop making the excuses. You don't have to be motivated to do the thing that you say that you want to do. You want to have a healthy body. You want to be fit. I talk about this all the time, and people probably that have heard me talk about this probably get tired of hearing me say this. I don't get excited about brushing my teeth. I do it every day, several times a day. I don't get excited about it because it is a habit that I have created. And actually, I didn't even create that. My parents taught me to brush my teeth. And so your exercise or your nutrition, it needs to be just like that. Don't attach emotion to these things. Make it a habit, make it a non negotiable, make it something that you do because you love you.
Oh, I love that. Make it something you do because you love you. I love that. Girl, I love that. I love that. And that's the thing. And we love ourselves, and we love ourselves so much, but we love that cake and we love that pie. we love those cookies and we love that
And
juice.
this is the thing, but we don't love them. Okay. We like them. We love people. And so we have to change that word that we attach to those things. And also the way that you approach those things. So I enjoy cakes and pies and all of those things. I still have a sweet tooth, and I know that I do. And so when I bring those things into my house, I try to
Mhm.
make sure that I bring what can be shared. Instead of bringing in a whole cake, you bring a slice of cake. Or if you want to have have a dessert, go out with friends to have the dessert. Most of the time, the whole dessert is not satisfying. It's usually the first piece and the last piece that's the most satisfying. So take 2 bites and be done.
That is something, and you are so true when you say that, because when I go out to eat and, I said I want dessert at the end, it's only to taste it. I just want that taste in my mouth, and then I'm done with it. Yeah, so you are so correct about that. I just want that first piece, that taste, and then I'm done with it. So you are so true. That is so true. Okay, now let me ask some of our ladies. Ladies, what are some of your challenges? Can you post them in our comments and we can ask Joanna some of your questions? Can you post your questions in the comments? And let's ask Joanna some of your questions if you have any. And ladies, I know we have some, especially those of us that have reached that 50 plus mark. So if you have some questions, ladies, let's post them in the comments so that we can ask Joanna some of your questions. And I can't see any as of right now.
So can I share
Ladies, do
something?
you?
Can I share
Oh, of
something?
course you can while we're getting those questions in. Yes.
So, we often think that after 40 that it's difficult to lose weight and everything. But part of the problem is that in our 20s and our 30s, we begin losing muscle, but you don't notice it so much. And if you aren't consistently doing anything to add muscle or to make sure that you don't continue losing muscle, that's why you see it in your 40s. That's why it shows up at that time. But it's not a lost cause. It just means that you need to begin a resistance training regime or routine so that you can begin to put that muscle back on. And that muscle is going to help you to burn fat. It will help your body to reshape, and it will help you to kind of get that body back that you've wanted.
Wow. Okay. The only comment I see so far is from Monica, and she was saying getting started. But after your comments, Joanna, she will start small. So I agree with that. I love how you said start small. That has just helped me immediately. Start small. And I don't feel so bad, about not having done so much now that I hear in my head that I just need to start small. So thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Well,
Yes.
we over
Okay. Say that again, Joanna.
I think we overwhelm ourselves thinking that, you know, you're looking down the road at where you want to be, and you think that you've got to make this big jump. Well, that's overwhelming. But if you think about a journey, like I could not go from Alabama to California in one big jump.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take me, if I'm driving, mapping it out how I'm going to get there. And even along the way, I might have to stop because I got to go to the bathroom or I got to stop to get something to eat. But just because I took that stop or that detour, it doesn't mean that my journey is over. I'm still on that path to get to California. So, same thing with your wellness journey. Think about it that same way. Just because I had a piece of pie today that doesn't mean that I am not still on my wellness journey. I can pick up and eat a salad for the very next meal, and I am still moving in that direction. I can take a walk after I get finished eating, even if I had a big meal, and that is still part of my journey. So you just learn to embrace every part of it and learn to love it. Don't dread those things. Find something about what you're doing that you can love.
Thank you. Well, Yawana, this has been amazing, amazing, especially for those of us that are starting this fitness journey. You have given us some wonderful information. But right now, we're going to do what? It's time for a giveaway. It's time for another giveaway, ladies. So do me a favor once more and type hashtag FIT, hashtag fit in those comments so that StreamYard can tally up those hashtag fits again and we can get you that $25 gift card. So type in hashtag fit, ladies, hashtag fit, hashtag fit. And if you have any questions, also for, I see Timothy had a question as well, but tag hashtag fit in your comments. Hashtag fit. While we tally up. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you, Alma. Thank you, Timothy. Thank you, Kay. Hey, Hazel. Thank you, Denise. Hey, Bryn. Hey, Tamika. Hey, Benita. Hashtag fit. Hey, Brit. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, ladies. Thank you, Sophia. All right. Thank you, Andrea. We're going to go ahead, ladies, and let StreamYard tally up these votes. Okay, ladies. And, okay, we have a winner. The winner of our next $25 gift card is Benita A. Robinson. Benita A. Robinson, you are the winner of our $25 gift card. Again, expect your gift card in 7 to 9 business days. If you do not receive it, please let me know because this is the time our vendor said you should have it. So let us know if you have not received it in those 7 to 9 business days. So thank you. Thank you, ladies, for all the hashtag FITs in so that we could get you that $25 gift card. So right now, I just want to thank you, Yawana. Thank you so very much for being our second guest for our Let's Talk Women's History Month series. Your health and fitness insights and expertise truly added immense value to our show. We're extremely grateful for your time and contribution. Ladies, let's show her some love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, ladies. Some of your questions went away when you were doing the hashtag fit. So if you do have a question that you want me to ask her, type that in there again for me and I'll get to it. And then we're going to go ahead and wrap up because even with our technical difficulties, we want to keep you within your time. So congratulations one more time to the winners of our fantastic prizes. We truly hope you enjoy them. And ladies, don't forget next week. Don't forget, next week we are going to have Shardra F. Carter. Hold on one second. We are going to have Shardra F. Carter, a mental health advocate and business strategist who's passionate about personal well being. She advocates for the mental health of Black women, emphasizing the importance of self-care, balance, and resilience in both personal and professional spaces. So don't miss out on this amazing conversation. Mark your calendars, grab your girlfriends, and let's get ready to be inspired. Okay, ladies, have a good night and much, much love. But before you leave, if you're wanting to contact Yowana, here are the ways to get in touch with her. You can reach her on Instagram at Yowana_get_fit, or you can contact her on Facebook at Yowana.Watley. You can contact her on LinkedIn at Yowana Watley. You can also contact her via email at YowanaGetFit@gmail.com. I'll put all of this in the information. So if you don't have it, I'll make sure that you do have it so you can personally get with her and ask any questions you may have. Thank you again, ladies, for joining us for an exciting second episode of Let's Talk. And we will see you again on next Thursday. Thank you, ladies. Good night. Good night.